Every winter, snow falls silently across America's mountains, forests, and forgotten valleys. It covers roads, buries trails, and erases history. But what if something else is buried beneath that snow? Not a rumor, not a legend. A real American treasure hidden, lost, and frozen in time for decades. No map has led to it. No expedition has recovered it. And yet, the clues refuse to disappear. Tonight, we uncover the story of a lost treasure that vanished during one of the coldest chapters in American history, and why some believe it may still be out there, beneath the snow. America has always been a land of movement. Gold rushes, frontiers, railroads pushing west, men carrying fortunes through wilderness that hadn't yet been named. In the 1800s and early 1900s, enormous sums of gold, cash, and valuables traveled through unforgiving terrain, often with no protection except secrecy. But winter was the greatest enemy. Blizzards closed mountain passes for months. Snow buried landmarks overnight. Entire routes vanished until spring. And when winter won, fortunes disappeared with it. Legends were born from these disappearances, stories of lost payrolls, prospectors' hoards, and bandits' loot, all swallowed by the cold. But one story stands apart, not for its folklore, but for the chilling evidence that it might just be real. This story begins with a shipment, a valuable one. Historical records suggest a private transport not officially logged, carrying gold, currency, and personal valuables. This fortune was meant to finance land purchases and new operations further west. The route was a gamble, crossing high elevation terrain just as winter arrived early and with brutal force. Then silence, no arrival, no confirmation, no recovery. All that remained were scattered accounts of a group seen entering the snow and never emerging. By the time spring arrived, the trail was gone, the landscape was altered, and so was the treasure. It had simply vanished into the white expanse, leaving behind a mystery that would harden into legend over the next century. So why was it never found? It wasn't for lack of trying. In the years that followed, searchers tried. At first, they followed memory landmarks described in letters, journals, and secondhand stories. But winter reshapes everything. Trees fall. Rivers change course. Snow from one season compresses into hard, glacial ice the next. Even modern expeditions struggle to navigate areas buried under decades of snowfall and shifting terrain. Some believe the treasure now lies beneath layers of solid ice, not just soil, making it virtually undetectable. Others think powerful avalanches may have carried it miles from the original route, scattering it across an impossible search area. And then there's the most haunting possibility of all, that the land itself, through rock slides and erosion, has sealed it away forever. And yet, despite the years, strange clues keep appearing. Old coins found miles from any known routes. Fragments of period-specific gear surfacing after unusually heavy thaws. There are local rumors of unmarked chests appearing in remote areas after severe winters, only to vanish again by the time anyone can mount a proper search. Locals whisper about certain hollows and valleys where the snow seems to melt differently, or where metal detectors inexplicably spike with a strong signal, and then go silent again just moments later. It seems every decade or so, someone claims they're close, that they found a new map or a forgotten diary entry. But every single time, winter wins. The cold, the ice, and the sheer scale of the wilderness guard the secret. Today, advanced technology has joined the hunt. We're talking about ground-penetrating radar that can see beneath the soil, high-resolution satellite imaging, and even thermal scans designed to detect density changes underground. And yet, there has been nothing definitive. Why? Because snow isn't just cold, it's deceptive. Layers of ice and compacted snow can shift, distorting radar signals. Metallic ore in the rock creates countless false positives that lead search teams astray on fruitless journeys. Some experts now believe the treasure may lie too deep to reach safely. or that it is in a location so unstable that any attempt at recovery would be a fool's errand. Others, however, believe it's perfectly preserved, untouched, waiting for the right person at the right time. But there's one theory that changes everything. What if the treasure wasn't lost by accident? This theory suggests it was hidden intentionally. The carriers, trapped by the storm and facing certain death, may have decided to cache the fortune, knowing that the brutal winter would protect it better than any vault. It was a time capsule of wealth, a final desperate gamble against nature, with the hope that someone from their party might survive, or that a message would get through. If this is true, then the snow isn't a barrier. It's the lock. And somewhere, beneath acres of frozen ground, a piece of American history is still waiting, perfectly preserved, for the key to be found. Every winter, the snow falls again, quietly, relentlessly, covering the mountains, the valleys, and the secrets they hold. Is the treasure still out there, locked in its icy vault? Or has time and the relentless power of nature finally claimed it forever? Until someone brings back proof, until that lost fortune is finally uncovered, America's frozen treasure remains one of its greatest unsolved mysteries. And for now, winter keeps its silence. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, be sure to subscribe for more.